I'm over here, camera. Come over here. Yeah, where you going? Now, if you've been following me for some number of years, I started bodybuilding when I was in my 20s. Now I'm 31, and a lot of people go to the gym now, a lot more than they ever did before, okay? So fitness has definitely become mainstream, and I'm gonna share with you a little bit of my insights around what that really means as I do this workout today. Because fitness is actually a lot more than just about being fit. For a lot of us, including myself, I'm not trying to be the same bodybuilder that I used to be at 20. I'm trying to be something else. So fitness has grown so much in the last decade or so that people who don't really have a great physique, who don't necessarily even want a great physique, go to the gym or work out or do some activity to stay fit because they see the benefits of it to their mental health, right? I know that I've struggled a lot with anxiety and depression. In those days, I was actually not working out when previously I was. And when I started working a lot, I didn't prioritize exercising, and I noticed my health started to go really bad. It affected my mental health. So, you know, like just this week, I was on a business trip. I worked out Monday, I did legs. Now I'm here on Friday. Bro, I didn't get to do any weights all week, right? So I just finished like 50 minutes on the treadmill because of all the shit food that I ate all week. Need a little extra cardio, and I'm gonna do a little home workout at my little home gym and just get it in. And the other point that I'm trying to make here is everything counts, okay? There are no more rules of that only bodybuilders that go to the gym and work out hard and eat clean 6 meals a day are the only people that matter. Gyms are hardly full of like bodybuilders anymore, okay? And you see maybe one, maybe two. Of course, depends on the gym you're going to, but so everything counts, man. If you wanna go and just walk on the treadmill, do the stairs, the elliptical, do 10 minutes of this, 5 minutes of that, it's okay. I think the benefit far outweighs not doing anything at all. With all that said, let's get right into it, man. Like obviously, what I was saying earlier that everything counts, you know, the weight doesn't necessarily matter. I think what really matters is feeling the movement, like just doing push-ups and some flies. Like I'm already fucking feeling like my chest work. My breath is kind of getting caught up, which is good. I don't have my heart rate on right now, but you know, heart rate's picking up slowly. So point being, you don't need a lot of weight to get the work in. You also don't need fancy equipment. Like I'm not at a proper gym. This is actually pretty good. The cable machine, and then I got some dumbbells and a bench here. But man, you can just do push-ups and pull-ups. That's still a good workout, you know, something better than nothing. Like right now, when you can go to a big gym like I couldn't, simple activities count, you know? You don't have to do big workouts to get big results. You can just be consistent, you know, doing things like walking your dog, playing with your kid, going out and picking up a game of basketball, whatever it is that you could do, it all counts. Simple activities count. All right, working out my mouth too much. Let's do something to warm up the back. That's the other part about working out when you don't have a full gym, is like figuring out what things could I do that would be still effective, and it doesn't have to be perfect, but it can kind of get me to the rhythm. Like I want to do like a chest move, superset with a back move, but with the shit I got here, might stick to the flies on the chest for now and some dumbbell rows for the back. I think that sounds legit. Let's do that. So I guess that part of the workout has to be cut out. The camera decided to move over there. I think the big lesson with fitness becoming mainstream is more and more people need to remember to start enjoying what they do and not just copying people's workouts, whatever programs you're seeing on social media. Like that's not what it's about, because it's about really knowing yourself, going with your own pace of where you are. Like definitely push yourself. Like we often get caught up in the excitement of like wanting to learn a lot about something that we're into that's new, when what really matters is like mastering the basics. Because if this is a journey you want to take for the rest of your life and you want to be consistent, you know, you want to try to make it fun for yourself. Of course, push yourself, but make sure it's fun. The moment it stops being fun, you're not going to stick to it. You know, sometimes when you go lighter, you get a better contraction because you have more control versus just going heavy. Like that's why I love having a little gym where I don't have to be surrounded by anybody else or worry about what anybody else thinks, which is also a really beneficial lesson for those of you that are new to fitness. You know, maybe you should work out in your room once a week or twice a week, just with the basic shit, because you won't be so worried about what somebody else is thinking about how much weight you're lifting, how you're doing it, what you're doing. You're just focusing on being in tune with yourself and your situation. And going back to the point of like making it fun, keeping in tune with your body. When you're not feeling something, change it up. I did 2 sets of flies this way. Chest wasn't really feeling it in the last set, so I'm gonna switch it up. Different angle of attack, works different parts of the muscle. And ultimately, if it wasn't working before, you can make it work now. I think the main purpose is, right, like whatever it is you're doing, use fitness as your way of relieving stress, right? If you don't focus too much on trying to look a certain way or doing those exercises that somebody's told you about, the benefits of just working out and just the stress relief, the anxiety that you can get to manage better, the mood that you get elevated from all the good chemicals that your brain releases. I mean, that is all still there. It doesn't mean you need to do a hardcore workout, crazy like regimen to get those benefits. And I think more people, because I see a lot of people going to the gym now that are not necessarily in the best shape, people with guts, still coming in, still doing their thing. And I've seen some guys over the years that still look the same pretty much year after year, but they still come in because the therapeutic benefit of being in the gym, doing something for your health, it's still there. I know it sounds stupid. Like, why would you go play a sport if you weren't trying to win? But that mindset of like playing a game without worrying about winning, just for the fun of it, I think more and more people are applying that to the fitness industry, and that's what's helping it become mainstream. I love that. Now, my goal today isn't to try to go hard and like do a 1 hour crazy workout. It's really just making up for the missed sessions from earlier this week. And for me, working out is like meditation. I think it is becoming like that for a lot of people. Just like after working out, I feel a lot calmer, less stressed. Whatever I was worried about seems to feel a little easier afterwards. Not to mention the presence, like as I'm doing the set, 12, 15 reps, trying to be very present, trying to put my mind into the muscle where I'm working, you know, the parts of my body that I'm feeling, the sensations, noticing if there's any sort of slight discomfort or pain, or if I feel like the strength as I'm moving through the motion, really harnessing, doubling down on that. You know, little subtle things. I feel like for me, before I knew anything about meditation, working out was my meditation. It's continued to be that way. It's probably the longest meditation I've been doing, you know, over a decade. And I think a lot of people are realizing the benefit of just doing exercising just for that. Like little things, you know, like I feel that really good, so I'm gonna hold it down. Again, I'm not trying to go super heavy so I can actually make the muscle work. Funny enough, your muscles don't know shit about how much weight you're lifting. They only understand time under tension. And then like, you know, when it starts to burn, it's like when you get to hear that voice in your brain, it's like, ow, this shit fucking hurts. Okay, I did 10, I should stop. And you know, you could take little opportunities like that to just see if you can just silence that voice, or actually see if you can push past it. Like, yeah, you hear that, you want to stop, but you do one more, you do two more, whatever, right? Like, it's just like little, tiny little things I feel like can be growth moments in like the most small way possible. And you never know, like sometimes the results of that can definitely translate outside of the gym. I know a friend of mine who's extremely successful, by the way. You know, the other day he texted me, he's like, bro, I was actually hesitating because I was about to squat more weight than I've ever done. And I was like having a moment of fear. And then I thought to myself, like, what's the worst thing that could happen? Like, and mind you, this guy's taken really big risks in his life, right? Like business wise. And he's done really well, and he's been in the shit, and he's done a lot of hard things, but something like that felt intimidating, but he still pushed himself through it and did it. And he felt a lot stronger on the other side. So point being, you know, just because you're successful in one dimension of your life, it doesn't mean that success can't translate into other parts of your life, right? So, and again, like your fitness journey is yours and it can change. Like for me, at some point in my life, I wanted to be a bodybuilding champion. Now I'm sitting here at 31. I'm trying to be in great shape so I can play with my kid without getting tired. I can be a good role model for him. You know, you've seen me hang out with him in here, and he's slowly starting to understand. He's not even one yet, but once he can do more, I'm gonna work out with him. Even if we do a couple of things, you do like push-ups or sit-ups, whatever, like just to get in the habit of starting them young, because I know that this is a valuable thing that I learned in my late teens, early 20s, and I'm still doing it. I imagine if I started much earlier, what could have happened, right? So your fitness journey is yours. Fitness is everywhere. It's mainstream. Everybody's talking about it. There's fitness influencers at every social media platform. All I want to tell you is please focus on making it your journey. You know, do it for your own reasons. Make it really personal and just see where it takes you as we finish up the last couple of sets. Oh. There's a lot of theories out there about like being super hardcore, intense with your training. If you're trying to be a competitive athlete, do that. But if you're not, you don't need to go to failure in every set. What you need to do is properly contract the right muscle group that you're trying to target and work with every exercise that you possibly can with good form and control, because that's what prevents you from getting hurt. Anybody can run fast, right? But not a lot of people can go slow and steady for long periods of time. And if that story taught us anything, slow and steady wins the race, the long game. Because I know I've done the whole short bursts of like getting in really good shape, but always after that, I end up getting worse off, you know, because I went really hard for a shorter period of time, 3 months, 6 months, got in good shape, but then the motivation dies away. And once you're super ripped, you're like, well, what the fuck do I do with myself? So if you're out there and you're someone that enjoys exercising, I just want to encourage you to be nice to the new people walking into the gym. There's going to be a lot of different shapes and sizes of people coming through, especially after COVID. A lot more people have realized the value of taking care of their mental health, which is directly related to their physical health. And it doesn't mean you have to be ripped or in jacked shape to get the benefit of it. It means you just do it to get the benefit of the good hormones, the good chemicals that your body releases, the stress relief, the ability to manage something that you can come to daily as a meditation, as a practice of presence. I mean, there's just tons of benefits. So I just want to share this with you guys in this setting, kind of put you behind the scenes of what I do. A quick word on those of you that watch a lot of content on the internet, like especially on TikTok or Instagram. Keep in mind that like fitness influencers that are putting a lot of content out there, they don't necessarily know you. So what I'm saying in this video is it's fine to listen to what people have to say, but just don't forget to use your own fucking brain and listen to your own body, because ultimately that is your teacher, okay? Not someone outside of you. So let me know if you found this video helpful. If you want to see more content like this, put it in the comments and share with me about your personal journey. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. I'm gonna continue though. I gotta finish my workout. Oh, you know what would be solid now? Yeah, let's do this. Put this down. Let's bring these cables in.